So apparently all my fancy new equipment is too complicated for me to learn. So um, it has been way too long since I made a video. I actually have done quite a bit of videoing, and unfortunately for some reason the internet's not working today, and I can't actually pull in most of the video that I took over the last, I don't know, 3 months, 2 months. But I did want to to do a little wrap up of the year. So here's my wrap up of 2020's projects, etc. So I started out the year gung ho, gonna do the thing, gonna make the stuff. Made the trial pair of pants. Immediately split the butt out in those, wearing them, because I'm not really great at pattern grading and figuring out what size I actually am, so that didn't work so well. I will go back and kind of do a little recap of all the projects, but you guys can go look at the projects on the various videos that I've posted already. Towards the end of the year, I realized that I wasn't particularly making things by hand. I wasn't necessarily making things for myself. So the intention of the 12-month clothing challenge went out the window. What I did find was that I learned a lot of interesting things from attempting to do that, mostly in the realm of making videos and understanding more about how to do video editing and that kind of thing. But it's rather hilarious that I really didn't accomplish the thing that I was intending to accomplish, which was to create more pieces for my own wardrobe, made by hand, doing them, anyway, making things for myself. And so what it ended up morphing into was my husband and I like to go yard sale shopping. And what I ended up doing was doing a lot of yard sale shopping. So I'm going to do a little fashion show video for you of all the pieces, well, a lot of the pieces, not even all of them, but a lot of the pieces that I collected as I was going yard sale shopping. And in some ways that actually kind of fits the bill, right? Because when I go yard sale shopping, I'm looking for particular things, the same things I'm looking for when I create clothing. Natural fiber fabrics, high quality fabrics, good solid construction, preferably hand done. There's just like a list of things that are for my clothes, and it ended up shifting into that yard sale world. And so that's sort of where I'm at right now, is that my wardrobe is pretty much bursting at the seams with very cool things that I found from thrift shops or shopping thrift online. And so I'm going to do a little, I'm not a model. I don't claim to be one. Never even tried to do that before, so that will be an interesting little video. But I did want to talk a little bit about the shift that I'm making, and the fact that I am no longer going to be concentrating quite so heavily on clothing construction, even though I've just had a ball the last couple years doing historic costume kinds of hanging out on Facebook groups, and mostly YouTube, actually. Becoming not a fan of Facebook, but YouTube is my best friend. And actually, very interestingly, my own focus in my life has shifted. I've got a different personal situation, and so now I'm really going to be concentrating on my real estate business and really concentrating on another big project that I have. So be aware that there is something else coming down the line. It will not be clothing related at all, really, at all. But it's something that through this process of doing projects and doing videos and things, I've come to realize sort of my purpose in life, something that I feel very, very strongly about, something that I feel very motivated to change in the world. And that will be coming up soon, and if you know me and you follow me on Facebook and stuff, I'll be announcing what that series of videos and project is in very soon. But we will close out the 12-month clothing project, because that is actually done and failed, but I had a lot of fun along the way, and you came along with me, so it was fun for you too, hopefully, and you're enjoying it as well. So this is a piece that I picked up that is a satin long skirt that I use as a petticoat, but I've actually worn it all winter to try to make my skirts more warm. This is a raspberry colored corduroy jacket that I got. That's awesomely cool, super soft, kind of trendy, and makes the outfit look awesome. This one is especially cool. It's a Japanese haori, which is a men's silk jacket from Japan. It's vintage. This is one of my favorite pieces ever. I just use it kind of as a jacket, but I love this. It's in silk. Perfectly awesome. I got quite a bit of LuLaRoe from one thrift shop that I went to. They're usually fairly expensive, $45, $50 a piece. I got several shirts like this for about $2 a piece. And this is a London Fog jacket that I think I got for $8 at the thrift store. It's waterproof, it has a really warm, fuzzy lining on the inside there. And this one is I think it's a silk challis that was sort of an 80s outfit, but I use this piece quite a bit. I love this color. It's sort of a grade blue. And this is that with the corduroy jacket. I'm sorry about the no seeing the bottom of the picture, but oh well. This one is a very crisp shirt, and it actually it's kind of a silky polyester, but it's got that subtle gray stripe in it. This is a linen jacket, 100% linen, very awesome, a very cool color. I love this jacket, wear it all the time now. Oh, sorry, I'm showing my skirt there. You can't see. And this one is a linen jacket that has a really cool little detail, embroidery detail, very subtle, kind of a cream on white kind of embroidery, which I love. And this is a wool jacket. I think it might actually have some cashmere in it. I love the line of this one. Very soft, flowy collar, but still very sharp looking and professional. Always wanted a professional suit. And then this one, I'm not sure what fabric this is, but I really like this shirt. And this is a denim jacket. It's the right size and has enough room and long enough for my long torso, but it's also got this really cool sparkly little blingy detail. And then this is a linen shirt that I'm not sure I really like the bow tie bottom, but I could change that. I could just cut it off, but I love the linen. This is the linen jacket with a different shirt. I think I'm trying to show you the skirt, but for some reason that's not showing. I have really great hair right now though, so there you go. I think I also bought the t-shirt underneath at the thrift shop. So I wanted to show you a little bit about what were the fails in my clothing journey this year. First off, I tried to buy some pants that were the right size. My size has changed considerably over the last little while, and I found some supposedly linen pants on, you know, one of those big box sort of online stores. And I found these, which were supposed to be extra large, and they turned out to come in extra small. So they are definitely not linen. They feel a lot more like a cotton. And they are just way too small. So much for 3 pairs of pants that way. Three pairs. 4 pairs maybe? Perhaps 4, I can't remember. This one I thought would be fantastic. This is a belt. It's Very nice and floofy. And it's actually got a nice clasp. I'm kind of picky about my belts, and that one looked like it was pretty, and it was silver, and it was in my colors and everything. I have not been able to get this to look good with anything. So any suggestions about that? Maybe it's just that I'm uncomfortable about my waist. That could be a thing. So I showed you this skirt, which I guess is not a fail. I've worn it quite a bit, but actually I was hoping that it was wool, and I seriously doubt that it is wool. I keep feeling it and keep thinking, nah, it feels more like a polyester blend or something. So not the fabric choice I would have chosen. It actually is long enough. I do tend to wear my skirts a little longer. This one might even be a little smidgy bit too long. But way, you saw, way too small in the waistband. I have to double rubber band it to get it to go around. So that one actually, that one, and this one, which I thought was so cute. So cute. But unfortunately, same problem. That one is wool. That's a beautiful, like a raspberry colored wool tweed. Love it, love it, love it. Problem is, it's way too small. So that is never going to amount to that. And then this one, this is a story. I went in looking for some wool to make a skirt from. Or actually I was looking for like a waistcoat kind of vest-ish kind of thing. Saw this. It's a little more fall colors than I enjoy. Little orangey for me. Even it looks a little more orangey on the camera. It looks like it's going to than it actually is. It's kind of a warm rust, sort of, with the browns and the tans. So a little more towards the type 3 coloring. We'll go into that another time. But there was so much of it, and it's got this crazy green long fringe. I think this was a thing back in the 80s. I seem to recall this, where everybody put long fringe on everything and thought it was cool. Well, this is very like satiny looking fringe, and it does not go with the fabric at all. So I just thought, where else am I going to get that many yards of a good wool fabric? I'll just cut all that fringe off of there. So the idea with these is put them in my stash, cut them up later, make them into things I would actually wear. I could very easily see this one becoming a beautiful waistcoat vest. Yeah, that one's gonna happen because I really like this wool. It's a little more textured than I would normally wear for either pants or bottoms or a top, and so that one will probably be a really cool waistcoat that could go underneath other things. Yeah, sorry about my massacring the word waistcoat. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm from the Western US, so I'm not British. I'm not even Eastern US, so I'm gonna mispronounce words like that because we don't use them out here. We would say vest in the West. So anyhow, those are a few of my fails that I'm hoping to turn into successes eventually. But so there were a few other thrift store fails. They are not fails as far as fabric. They are fails as in they are not made into the things that they want to be made into someday. But I did fall in love with linen this year. And so I have a beautiful pair of linen slacks. Way too small. That will turn into something else eventually. This is that pair of linen pants I made that split out in the booty. So all hand sewn, but not strong enough, obviously. Not cut properly. This one is a linen dress that I've actually worn for a long time, but I am too large to wear it anymore. So that is going to become probably a shirt or something. This came as part of a set, and you saw the jacket for this. This is actually a wool, like a cream colored wool skirt, but again, way too tight in the waist for me. but it's got plenty of fabric, so I think we're going to be able to work with that one and make it into something cool. And then this is, again, a nice pleated skirt. I love pleated skirts. They're just too small around the waist, the ones I tend to pick up. I just have this idea in my head of how big I am, and I don't really like to try things on at the thrift store. This one is something I've had in my stash for a long time. And I think that perhaps all these need, this is a pair of slacks. They are very nice fabric. Very drapey, beautiful, warm, lovely. I think that this one actually was too big, but it might not be anymore. So that one may just need hemming. But I do remember the legs being very long. So that's another set of projects. So I hope you enjoyed the tour of my thrift store hauls over the last part of 2020. I enjoyed myself a lot. My husband likes to go and buy little things. He likes to buy ceramics, mostly like old ceramics or ceramics from famous people. He's found a lot of silver bowls and things this year that were worth considerably more than the $2 or $3 a piece he paid for them, so he was quite pleased. And like I say, this is the wrap up for 2020. So 2021, new projects on the way, totally different, something completely out there and in a different realm. But I look forward to seeing you there.